They say a child's success is a parent's greatest pride, and in Nollywood, this couldn't be more true. Many of the talented actors we admire today were shaped by the love, discipline, and sacrifices of their parents. In this video, we take a closer look at the parents behind some of Nollywood's biggest actors, occupation, biography, their backgrounds, and the role they played in shaping the faces we see on our screens today. First, Uchenna, the Nollywood star, who's always seen gracing our screens with that perfect blend of charm and talent, comes from a family that values privacy almost as much as they value their emo roots. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Wigwe, are retired civil servants from Ngokbala. Now, let's be real. Whenever civil servants retire, their families know how to keep things under wraps. It's like they have an exclusive contract with privacy itself. Though Uchenna keeps mum about the details, we can confidently say his upbringing was one of hard work, discipline, and probably some "you better be a doctor, lawyer" talks. His parents instill values that shapes not just his career, but his work ethic. Growing up in Ngokbala, you can bet Uchenna knows how to connect with his roots and his neighbors when they ask for an autograph. Eronini Osinachi. Eronini's origin story is one of pure Nigerian hustle and squad goals. Born into the family of Mr. and Mrs. O.C. Eronini from Owerri, this guy isn't just one of 6 kids, he's part of a whole who can eat the most team. His dad, Prince O.C., runs a luxury kitchen appliance business that sounds like it was built to equip an entire mansion's worth of kitchens. Pork and No Man's Concept Limited, no biggie. Growing up, the Eroninis probably treated family meetings like boardroom negotiations. Serious business. With his parents' wealth, Eronini didn't attend just any school. He polished his brilliance at Supreme Education Foundation Secondary School, a place so elite, it makes Lekki real estate seem like pocket change. This is where future Banana Island's residents were forged. Yul Edochie. Yul was born on January 7, 1982. Didn't just stumble into Nollywood, he practically had a VIP pass. His father, Pete Edochie, is the undisputed king of deep proverbs and dramatic poses, while his mother, Josephine Edochie, a lawyer, probably spent half her time settling family debates like a courtroom drama. With a childhood filled with wisdom nuggets from Pete and legal lectures from Josephine, Yul had no choice but to turn out dramatic. He credits his dad's booming voice for his screen presence and his mom's patience for dealing with his, life choices. From epic movie roles to his headline-making personal life, Yul proves that talent and drama definitely run in the Edochie bloodline. Ken Eriks. Ken didn't just stumble into acting, he was practically born for drama. Hailing from Enugu in Anambra State as the 6th of 7 children, he quickly learned that if you don't make your presence known in a big family, you might just fade into the background. With parents like Eric Chukwuemeka Nwene and Grace Ifenyinwa Nwenwe, Ken was raised in a home where discipline and ambition were non-negotiable. He took his passion for the arts seriously, earning not just a degree in theater arts from Nnebe University, but also a master's degree, because if you are going to act, why not do it with extra qualifications? But unfortunately, Ken Eriks lost his father in August 2022, and he was laid to rest in a ceremony honoring his life and legacy. Kunle Remi. Kunle was born Oyekunle Opeyemi Oluwaremi on October 18, 1988 in Boko, Benue State. Might be known for his impressive acting chops now, but his roots trace back to a family that knows how to balance brains and hustle. His father, Engineer Joseph Ibukun Oluwaremi, surely taught him how to engineer his success, while his mother, Mrs. S. Oluwaremi, kept him grounded with the steady wisdom of a school administrator and probably kept him in check with some "remember who you are" speeches. Growing up in Ibadan with 5 siblings, Kunle was part of a squad where teamwork was essential. Whether it was sharing chores or, fighting for the TV remote, his upbringing in a family that values both education and hard work shaped him into the dynamic actor Nollywood knows and loves today. Zubi Michael. Zubi Michael Egu, born on February 1st, 1985, didn't just enter Nollywood. He stormed in like an action movie scene. Hailing from Ozubulu in Anambra State, he grew up under the watchful eyes of his businessman father and teacher mother. With a dad who knew how to hustle and a mom who probably issued report card threats like a court judgment, Zubi had no choice but to be sharp. As the second of 6 kids, he quickly mastered the art of standing out, probably dodging chores with stunts before he ever stepped into a movie set. Now a Nollywood's powerhouse, Zubi is known for playing tough guys, but deep down, you just know his mother's teacher voice still keeps him in check. Chinenye Ebuson. Chinenye's story is the ultimate glow-up saga. Born into wealth on his father's side, Chinenye was living the good life until one day things changed. According to Chinenye, after his mother left his father, he had to go and live with her in Ojuelegba. The film star explained how his mother came to pick him up from his primary school, Green Springs. Then she drove him to her house in the trenches, but that didn't stop him from becoming a star as he lived there for 9 years. Alex Ekubo. Alex wasn't just born in Port Harcourt, he was born with vibes and crews, with a fashion designer mother, Jane Ekubo, and a petroleum marketer father, Mazi Alex Ekubo. It's no surprise he turned out stylish and smooth. One parent sewed fabric, the other sewed fill. So either way, Alex was designed to bring premium packaging and energy to Nollywood. Growing up in a home where creativity and business sense were blended like jollof rice, he naturally gravitated towards the arts. Since his breakout role in Ladies' Man, he has been charming his way through Nollywood, proving that if talent doesn't win people over, fine boy will correct packaging definitely will. Chidi Dike. Chidi didn't just grow up in a house, he grew up in a church. Born in Calabar, he was raised in a home where morning devotion was non-negotiable and missing Sunday service a crime against heaven. His father, Pastor Samson A. Dike, leads Maker's House Ministry, while his mother, Mrs. Florence Dike, balances preaching with teaching, so you can imagine the level of discipline in that household. As the eldest of 5, Chidi started his acting career the only way a pastor's son could, through church drama. While his dad cheered him on, his mom had one eye on the pulpit and the other on his WAEC result. Thankfully, he found a middle ground, bagging a theater arts degree before diving into Nollywood, where his dramatic talents now shine beyond church altars. Bolanle Linaloa, also known as Nino B, didn't just walk into Nollywood, he is like a boss. Born on May 7, 1980, to Alhaji Jamu and Alhaja Rualat Inaloa, both devout Muslims from Ikorodu, discipline was practically served as breakfast in his house. With parents who took hard work seriously, slacking off was never an option. Before Nollywood, Bolanle tried banking, probably realized numbers weren't as dramatic as movie scripts, and then ran his own business before finally embracing his true calling, melting hearts on screen. With hits like Picture Perfect and Husbands of Lagos, is now Nollywood certified Zaddy, proving that talent, hard work, and just the right amount of muscle can make anyone the most sought after. Kelvin Ezike. Kelvin, Nollywood's youngest heartthrob, owes it all to his iconic parents, Chief and Lolo Ezike. These two are like the undercover agents of Nigerian wealth. Private, mysterious, and respected in all the right circles. Chief Ezike, who was bestowed with a chieftaincy title in 2023 for outstanding contributions to Imo State, has leveled up from businessman to community legend. I mean, this man doesn't just own businesses, he owns Lagos and Imo at the same time. On the other hand, Lolo Ezike, a stunning light-skinned Igbo woman, became a Lolo in true Nigerian style by association with wealth and titles. Not only does she rock the Lolo title, but she also runs a school and businesses like a true mogul. Kelvin didn't just attend any school though, no. He went to Babcock University, where tuition fees are higher than the Nigerian movie star's ego. Desmond Elliott. Desmond, born on February 4, 1974, didn't just grow up, he was groomed for greatness. With a Lagos Island father, Pa Shola Elliott, and a Delta State mother, Mrs. Sonia de Sonia, his childhood was a perfect blend of Echo vibes and Delta no-nonsense discipline. One side taught him how to hustle, the other ensured he stayed humble. Balance is key. After attending Air Force Primary School and St. John's College in Jos, He bagged an economics degree from LASU, even though Nollywood was clearly his destiny. From blockbuster films to politics, Desmond was born as won many hearts. His parents taught him hard work and humility, but let's be honest, they probably never imagined their son would one day be trending on Twitter for governance reasons. Stanley Nzediogu, also known as Stanze, didn't just get his talents from his acting skills, he also inherited the perfect mix of business smarts and creative flair from his parents. His father, Sebastian, was a businessman, so you know Stan's got those negotiation skills to land movie roles. Meanwhile, his mother, Chika, a fashion designer, made sure he had the wardrobe to match his blockbuster status. Because who wants to be a dynamic actor in plain clothes, right? With a businessman dad and a fashionista mom, Stan was destined to be that guy, the one who can not only act but also run a side hustle, selling premium movie costumes while making deals. Add some hard work and perseverance to the mix, and you've got a multi-talented powerhouse who can outshine the competition and still look fly doing it. Chinedu Ikedieze, Chinedu, best known from Akenokwa, was born on December 12, 1977 in Bende, Abia State, into a home where education was the family business. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Michael Ikedieze Obunna, were educators, meaning dodging homework in that house was mission impossible. With discipline and learning drilled into him from childhood, Chinedu took the smart route, earning a national diploma in theater arts from IMT Enugu. His parents wanted him to excel in academics, but little did they know their son was destined to make a whole nation laugh for generations. Now a Nollywood legend, his career is proof that sometimes school fees can still lead you straight to comedy gold. Olumide Oworu. Olumide Abiodun Oworu, born December 11, 1994, didn't just enter Nollywood. He burst in at age 6, acting in Everyday People like it was his second home. Now he's a TV star and rapper, all thanks to the unwavering support of his supermom, Titilope Odubanjo Oworu. Imagine being a mom so supportive, you believe your kid's talent will get him a role on MTV Sugar and make him a Nollywood fave before he even hits puberty. Olumide credits his mom for always believing in him, probably even when he was rapping in the living room or acting out impromptu scenes at the dinner table. His success is a perfect mix of talent and mom's endless encouragement, because no one pushes you like a mother who thinks you are destined to rule the screen. Kunle Afolayan, born into Nollywood royalty, didn't just walk into filmmaking, he was born into it. With a legendary father like Adelove, known for classics like Kadara and Taxi Driver, Kunle's path seemed almost predestined. But fun fact, Adelove didn't want his kids to follow his footsteps, probably because back then Nollywood wasn't exactly the multi-million-dollar industry it is now. Meanwhile, Kunle's mother, Omoladun Ayaladu Afolayan, was the real backstage hero, supporting her son's dreams even when dad wasn't sure. Her recent passing in 2024 left a big hole in their hearts, but Kunle honored her legacy with grace, reminding us that true strength comes from a mother who supports you through everything, even when you are destined to rule Nollywood. Ray Emodi is basically the embodiment of a well-rounded individual, thanks to his power couple parents. His mom, Senator Joy Emodi, wasn't just breaking glass ceilings, she was shattering them as the first Igbo woman elected to the Nigerian Senate. Talk about raising a future leader, if not in politics, then in acting, singing, and modeling. Meanwhile, Ray's dad, Dr. Oke Emodi, was an educationist economist, which means while Ray was learning to slay on stage, his dad probably taught him the art of balancing budgets and understanding economic policies, just in case. So when Ray delivers an emotional monologue on screen, you can bet he's drawing from his mother's political power moves and his father's analytical genius. He's the man who can speak truth to power while hitting the high notes. What's next? President Ray Emodi? Anyone? Ali Nuhu. Ali didn't just grow up in Nigeria, he grew up in a melting pot of cultures. His dad, Nuhu Poloma, wasn't just a dad, he was the political boss of Gombe, serving as the chairman of the People's Democratic Party. Meanwhile, Ali's mother, Fatima Kaderam Digema, brought in her own Borno State flavor, making their union a real cultural mashup. Talk about a well-rounded upbringing. Growing up in Kano, Ali soaked in all the traditions and values from both sides of the family, probably making him the ultimate diplomat without even trying. With his roots deeply embedded in cultural richness and community service, Ali now represents that same legacy on screen, blending storytelling and heritage in a way only a true Nollywood legend can. Deyemi Okalawa, Deyemi's journey to Nollywood stardom is nothing short of a blockbuster. Born to an aircraft engineer and a baker, he had the perfect recipe. He had the perfect recipe for success. A father who could take him to greater heights and a mom who could rise to the occasion, literally and figuratively. Though he faced heartbreak early on, with his father's passing, leaving him depressed and brokenhearted, Deyemi's mom, Adeyinka, was the sugar in his life, constantly supporting him. Fast forward to January 2023, and Deyemi invited his mom to watch his motherland, the musical performance, for her 69th birthday. Because who else better to celebrate than the woman who helped him knead through life's challenges, from engineering his success to baking his resilience. Deyemi is the product of his parents' extraordinary influence. Daniel Kanayo Daniel's acting talent can probably be traced back to his engineered upbringing. Born to Chris Daniel, an engineer, and Kande Daniel, a broadcast journalist with a dash of presidential flair, it's no wonder Daniel is well constructed for diverse roles. With a dad who can fix anything and a mom who can broadcast anything, Daniel grew up balancing structure with communication. The result, a man who can deliver a dramatic monologue while simultaneously explaining the mechanics of a toaster and giving live news update. His versatility in acting is undoubtedly a mix of his father's precision and his mother's flair for storytelling. You could say Daniel's acting is perfectly engineered with a little bit of breaking news. Daniel Etim Efyong. Daniel Etim didn't just inherit his talent from his parents. He got a crash course in resilience and strategy, and maybe a bit of military precision too. His father, former Lieutenant Colonel Moses Efyong, was sentenced to life imprisonment after the infamous 1986 Vasa coup attempt. But the man clearly wasn't a fan of staying in one place for too long. He was granted a presidential pardon in 2020. Talk about hardcore family stories. Meanwhile, Daniel's mother, a teacher at Command Secondary School, made sure he got an education that wasn't just in the arts. Military life had him bouncing between cities like Benin, Lagos, and Abuja, setting him up for a career that's equally versatile. From chemical engineering to acting, Daniel's life is a testament to the power of bouncing back and pivoting, no military uniform required. Uche Nwachukwu, the youngest of 6 siblings, clearly had to work extra hard to stand out in a family that valued both education and integrity. Growing up, it wasn't just about being the baby. It was about surviving in a house where do your homework probably came with a strict side-eye glare. His father, who passed away in 2010, made sure Uche understood that perseverance wasn't just a word, it was a lifestyle, because nothing says tough love like a dad who's probably made you recite the dictionary. Meanwhile, Uche's mother, the ultimate nurturing force, molding his compassionate side. So if you see Uche on TV looking effortlessly stylish and super chill, just know it's all thanks to a perfect mix of hard work, love, and probably a lot of sibling rivalry. Femi Adebayo. Femi, born on December 31, 1978, didn't just grow up watching Nollywood. He grew up inside Nollywood with a legendary actor for a father, Adebayo Salami Ogabelo, and a marketing PhD holder for a mother, Risi Kat Ejide Akimbi. He had the perfect mix of acting genes and business strategy. Despite earning a law degree twice for extra assurance, Femi's true calling was film. His dad probably let him study law just to form seriousness. But by 1985, he was already acting in Ogun Ajayi. Now with over 500 movies to his name, Femi often calls his dad his boss, because in Nollywood, nepotism isn't a crime, it's a family business. Muyiwa Ademola. also known as Mr. Authentic, didn't just grow up, he hustled his way up. Born on January 26, 1971 in Abeokuta, Ogun State, he came from a modest home where money was tight. So tight that his family couldn't even afford a TV until he was in secondary school. Imagine dreaming of Nollywood without ever watching it at home. His parents, Pa Isaiah and Mrs. Rebecca Ademola, made sure he had two things: hard work and perseverance, because luxury was out of stock. Despite the struggles, Muyiwa bagged a degree in adult education from UI and still became one of Nollywood's finest. His journey proves that you don't need a silver spoon. Sometimes pure authentic vibes will take you to the top. Odunlade Adekola, born on December 31, 1976 in Abeokuta, Ogun State, didn't just come into this world. He came into Nollywood born into a Christian home where his dad, Pastor Nathaniel Adekola, went from being a choir master to a full pastor. Odunlade's childhood was filled with serious discipline and strong values, so you know he had to bring that energy to Nollywood. Imagine growing up in church, performing for the Lord, and then thinking, why not take this drama to the big screen? After attending St. John's Primary School and St. Peter's College, Odunlade got a diploma followed by a degree in business administration, because you gotta keep business as your second career. Now, with his larger-than-life performances, his proof that even a pastor's son can turn drama into a full-blown industry. Yemi Black, born Falayemi Olatunji in 1978, didn't just get his acting chops from Nollywood, he got them straight from home. His father, Olatunji Black, was the man behind the curtain, making sure Yemi had the right foundation before diving into Nollywood. Sadly, Olatunji passed away in February of 2020, but his influence still lives on in every role Yemi takes on. Yemi's mom, however, remains the mystery figure, but trust, she was definitely there for him behind the scenes, supporting his dreams. Growing up in Lagos, Yemi had all the right guidance to make him the talented actor he is today. Now, his performances are a tribute to his parents, who literally helped him lay the groundwork for Nollywood greatness. This is the time to like this video. Meanwhile, I did a video about the most beautiful Nollywood actresses. Click on the video showing on the screen to know the most beautiful Nollywood actresses. Click on it before this video ends, because if this video ends, it will go away. See you in the next video. Bye.